Living so far north can be a challenge when it comes to fresh produce, so why not use the summer months to grow your own outside or potted indoors?
Definitely tomatoes and peppers you would be able to grow in pots, whatever, in your backyard. As far as container gardening goes, we water ours in pots every day, especially when it's plus 30 out. So, then sometimes you might even be at the point where you have to water them twice a day. So cabbage is not as much of a container plant in your backyard. You could grow them in a garden in your backyard, definitely without any problems.
Most plants require the basic sunlight and water. However, if you want your tomatoes to look like these and not these, you must prune them.
The point of pruning is so that more nutrients going into the fruit and more fruits coming out. While pruning, the one that grows in betweens, the leaves in the stem, we will just cut this one so that more fruits and lots of nutrients coming out from the plant.
One common misconception when planting in pots is using any type of soil.
Well, what happens with people think that they take any material and put it into a pot or a container. And that's your vases, your ceramic pots, it could be a wooden planter. We have to be careful about the type of soils that we do use, because the standard potting soil, or topsoil in general, becomes too compact and mushy for a container. It becomes almost hard to pack, just like what we're standing on, if allowed to. And it's so much heavier. So we use a potting soil which has got a problem. Usually has perlite, not so much vermiculite anymore, but it's a peaty compost mix, and it's a lighter mix, and it allows the roots to develop, especially in planters when we're using an annual.
Once planted, some say talking to your seedlings can aid in growth.
Well, I've heard that. You can talk to your plants, or, and different types of music. They do say, I think, classical or country music, you might grow better than, obviously, if you had rock music. I don't know, what truth there is and which music does better. I'm not going to say one way or the other, but it's definitely something a person can experiment with.
Turning up the Beethoven and hoping for some musical magic. For Go, I'm Jordan Hurtner.